A while back, I confessed to my crush. I told her I liked her a lot. She told me to search my feelings and see if this is what I really want. She set me on a path of interviewing my friends on what it truly means to have feelings for someone. This is how you know if you really like someone.
One day wake up, I was like, oh, actually, yeah, maybe I like the fella. Then sit down, think for 5 seconds, and then, oh yeah, okay, I do like the fella. Then tell the person, it's either you get rejected or you get together.
When I get really nervous and also I talk nonsense, like around them, it doesn't make sense. I look away from them.
I realize that I can't stop talking about them to my friends, or like I realize that I think about them like excessively.
I go to the snack aisle and immediately buy their favorite snack.
I feel like I want to do things for them, that kind of thing.
If we vibe and click during the first outing, and when we first like interact with each other, I can just sense that she's the one, based on common interests and the way she acts and interacts. Yeah, and I know that then from there I can roughly sense that she might be the one, I think. Yeah.
Ooh, shit! Good question. How do you know if you really like someone? Okay, I like to say, and I know between us we use the word crush, right, to talk about some people that we consider crushes. So I like this thing that I heard from someone somewhere. A crush is a lack of information. So I think you know if you really like someone if you know a lot about them. And obviously that takes time and vulnerability and actual learning and being with each other through different moods, phases. So I think you really like someone if even when it's the worst day, their worst day, not even yours, their worst day, and you're like, I like them. I like them.
So I think I tend to take on some of their personality and humor. If they are a foodie, I will look forward to eating with them, and I can physically feel the sensation of being hungry before I see them. If they mention that they like something or they're curious about it, I will always keep a lookout and send photos or posts of it to them. And I tend to create inside jokes for both of us, and I'll remember passing comments or their little details about routine or the people they hang out with that I can bring up in later conversations to make them feel that they are remembered and seen.
First of all, there's no hesitation. There's no doubts like you're thinking about someone else. No, it's just her only. It feels calm every day when you talk to her. There's no hesitation, anxiousness. It's just straightforward lah. There's no bullshit. There's no U-turn, and you don't regret everything that you say. I mean the logical things lah. Like so, there is no U-turn in every conversation. Like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. But you're natural. You just being yourself. You're not changing yourself to another person that people notice as a change in you.
For me, it's definitely not being myself. That's how I figure out I like somebody. I feel like if you really like someone, you would start to behave more matured, in a more matured manner. Like, you don't be yourself. If your personality or you are some person or you're someone who is very immature by yourself, if you like somebody, you want to try to be presentable to that girl or guy, right?
I'll go out of my way to try to talk to them. Or if they talk to me, I'll feel a bit fuzzy in the inside, That's how oh, that's more than a friend. Yeah, that's when the interest start brewing, And also, it's more so how I'll go out of my way to reach out to them, hang out with them, spend time with them. That's how I know I like them.
When you know, you know. I mean, for me, it's when I start caring about how they're doing and how they're feeling, if they're doing okay, stuff like that. Stuff that's beyond what they can do for you.
When I realize that I like someone, it's in my gut. I truly feel it in my gut. I have to sit with myself and think about it, and I'm like, whoa, shit, this isn't just something that all of a sudden I'm randomly feeling. This is something that has been there, but I'm only maybe realizing it now. And it's really when I feel the most comfortable with this person. When I'm with them, I feel like myself. I feel like I have no shield or like front that I have to put on in front of them. And I realized that I want to spend my time with them kind of like 24/7, but not in like this weird obsessive way, but in like a very, wow, like I could sit in a room and watch paint dry with you kind of thing. Which I think a lot of people say, but this is like seriously, you really genuinely have to actually feel that way. That's more leaning towards like when you realize you love someone. But I think like in terms of like liking someone, I just feel this comfortability with them that I don't feel with my friends. Like I feel comfortable with my friends, but with this specific person, like it's another level. And it's such a beautiful feeling because you realize that this person's not gonna judge you, and that's what's so amazing about them, is because they also like you back. I think I was talking more about like when two people like each other. I was really thinking about that factor. I was thinking more about like when someone likes me back too, both of you end up wanting to listen to each other and listening to everything that you both say, and that you really care for each other, and that you could sit for hours and hours and hours and just talk about the most random things, but it could be so important to you. I realized that I like someone when I like remember something small about them. Like when I remember like the smallest thing that they mentioned to me and they get surprised, and I realize like, oh wow, shit, like I like that person because I can like remember these small things, and my memory's really shit. So you can kind of tell when you like someone even if you second guess it all. It's like when you begin worrying about the future and you begin worrying about like, is it gonna work out between us? Like, is this gonna be okay? And a lot of people take that as doubt. Like a lot of people think like, oh, I'm second guessing the situation, I'm second guessing where I liked someone, maybe like I should just take it as like a no, I don't actually like them. But to me, it's something that you really need to evaluate, because if you're gonna second guess about this thing, it means you're worrying about this future with this person because you want that future with this person. You're worrying about whether or not it's gonna work out because you care about this person, you care about wanting to be with them. So I don't think people should take it as like doubt. I think it should be something that you still sit with and consider, because I think second guessing is just part of our nature as well as humans.
You will start crashing out. You will be crashing out. Healthily or unhealthily, having a crush is an inevitable death sentence for at least one person. You're forced to confront the truth that you harbor a secret desire to be with them. They're either going to say yes or no, and it will make or break the friendship. And that is the lover boy or girl's biggest nightmare. You will start to copy them. You will keep an entire encyclopedia of notes about them in your notes app. You start scrolling to see if they've seen your stories. You steal one or more of their favorite things. You melt whenever you see them smile. You start to recognize their scent when they are around, and then lose it when you board the train and realize that the entire cabin smells like them. You start yearning on the bus. You start doing Hope Tarot. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. You start asking your friends whether they like you. You start seeing angel numbers. You start begging the gods to align the stars in your favor at 11:11 p.m. I've went through this way too many times, and it usually doesn't end well. But if the person is healthy, like my favorite person, you'll go through everything I mentioned, but she will admire your courage to tell her that you have a big crush on her. But she'll also tell you to channel that crush you have on her back on yourself. She'll set you on a path of self-discovery. She'll inspire you to journal. She'll inspire you to ask your friends about what it truly means to like someone. She'll help you learn what's meant for you and what's not meant for you. And then, at the end of it all, you realize that you found yourself.